I want to show you how you can get carriers literally on autopilot. Autopilot, yes, I said it. I mean it. Yes. Trust me, you can watch a lot of YouTube videos out there, but you realize maybe I don't know that when I start teaching this, showing to people that what's possible, then obviously people start copying and doing the YouTube videos. Hey, I have a course, whatever. Go ahead and do that. But trust me that we're the one. I'm not to brag here, but I want to say this to you. It's very important, I think, to mention that we're the ones who come into the market and start talking about being an independent freight dispatcher. When I was dispatching and obviously, running my trucking company, I was dispatching and helping people who wanted to start their independent freight dispatching agencies inside my office, in the office, one-on-one, personally. Sometimes I did group coaching. I was teaching them, and I was watching videos where people talking about freight dispatching, truck dispatching. That was the employment opportunity, meaning working for a carrier. A lot of people, and most of the people didn't even book a load themselves. Unfortunate to see that picture, but it's happening already on YouTube. There are a lot of people out there. When we come into the market, start teaching people, and obviously that's how we get excited that, hey, well, we can actually teach online, and let's go and teach online, but not the employment aspect, but we'll focus on the business aspect, because we started our business and we know how to start the business and we know how to run this independent freight dispatching agency, and we called it independent freight dispatching agency, independent truck dispatching. And a lot of people just like confused, like, can I do this independently? Can I access to load board? I didn't know that, right? Meaning the people asking these questions. But then we were the one who worked with the DAT specifically, where we asked DAT to build a self sign-up system. That video is in my YouTube channel. Go ahead and check it out if you wanted to. It's Dispatch Trucks. And we help more than 25,000 students all across the globe, right? And we're here. You don't need to pay anything to anybody. If you obviously need a mentorship, like one-on-one or group coaching setting where you want to like fast-paced, go on a day fast, then yes, you can join the courses or mentorship programs out there, but you don't need to pay for the course. It's here. Like, I'm literally teaching. As you can see it right now, I'm talking and sharing. You'll be watching this and you'll be like, oh wow, like there are a lot of content, there are a lot of things to do. This is enormous value. Let me say this. Everything boils down to, again, where do I start and how to start using load boards, get access to load board, obviously. And second, how can I get the carrier, convince the carrier? What should I say? But how I do it, I use something called Go High Level. This is specifically for dispatching, and this is why we called DispatchWise. DispatchWise is a software where you can automate marketing aspect. And this is one of the reasons why I say this, the marketing, because many people out there call it dispatch gurus who teach this. They teach how to become a dispatcher. There is a load board, there is an origin, there's a destination, finding a load, booking a load, dispatching a load. That's it. You're an independent freight dispatcher. Absolutely not. Why? Because there are two main aspects goes into this. The first one is the business aspect. Then second is the skill aspect. Skill, this is where you learn how to dispatch. This is, you learn basically ins and outs of a load board, how to access the load board, how to properly access. What is the right subscription for me? What are the tools I must have inside the load board? Giving you an example, market conditions by DAT, Tri-Hull. Why? Well, because you need to be a data-driven dispatcher. This is what we teach, right? Being a data-driven dispatcher. Why? Well, because 99% out there, they're dispatchers, they're finding loads, booking loads, dispatching loads. Well, that's not it. There are a lot of things go into this. Data-driven dispatchers, on the other hand, there are 1% in the market. Dispatchers right now, call them pro dispatchers. We call them sharks. These people making money for the carrier or carriers love them. Why? Because they know how to use tools inside the tool. How that works? Well, if a load board is a tool, And within that tool, we have tools, market conditions, tri-haul, lane makers, a lot of awesome tools. Well, why do you need to use a market condition? Although it's there, not many people even know that it exists inside the load board. One reason, because it's expensive. It's about $200 per month subscription level. And then you get access. On the base plans, you don't have access to that, amazing tool. When you have access to these amazing tools, what you need to do now, you use these tools and combine them using market condition tools to forecast, use the tri-haul, and then there's the tri-haul principles. Combine these two amazing tools to pull the best paying loads for your carriers. Those are the people, we call them data-driven dispatchers. And that's what I teach. That's what I share. Now let's focus on how we get carriers. We call something called, maybe you heard this term, sales funnel. Sales funnel, if that confuses you, maybe you never run a business and you don't know what I'm talking about. You can also think the customer journey. Well, when I say customer journey, obviously you start imagining like the process. They're a stranger. They don't know anything about your business, that you even exist. They don't know. And somehow they interact online and then they get something from you, download for free, anything. Think about freebie, give away something. Maybe you're thinking like, what would be the example of this freebie that we can give away and then carrier start interacting with us? The freebie could be anything like, hey, these are the last 20 loads that I booked for a carrier. If you're not booking loads, maybe you come up with spreadsheet, with Excel calculator, something like that. Maybe it's an ebook in tracking. It's something value for them and they have no problem sharing their email address with you. What's the reason for email address? Well, we need to follow up with them, right? That's where we start interacting with them. They need to give us email so that we can start following up and start building connections. Now we understand the customer journey. They opt in, they give us email, and we gave something in return, something in value that they can value, right? Or something will help them as a carrier or owner operator. And we have an email address. So that this email address lives somewhere, comes into your ecosystem, and that email goes somewhere. In my case, it's a DispatchWise. It's my system, and I get those emails. As you can see, I have automations, I have marketing. It comes here. And from here, I automate. The system will send them automatic emails. Something needs to be triggered, and then there's something happens. Like automation, it's something has to be triggered. Let me give you an example. When somebody knocks the door, that's a trigger that somebody came and you open the door. Trigger, action. That's automation. That's all into it. So in our case, the trigger is the knocking the door. Carrier interested in freebie, right? It's free stuff. And then the action, the system does this, DispatchWise, send them the email, said, hey, you're interested in this X, Y, and Z freebie, or in marketing language, the term called lead magnet. That means there's a magnet pulling the lead towards it. That's basically it. If this video, it's complicated for you, like I'm not a tech savvy or something like that, just relax. At the end of this video, everything will be clear. Like 5-6 years old can do this. Is that cool? That's the customer journey. It's a funnel. Lead comes in at the end. This funnel turned them into customers, meaning carriers. And that's the name comes from sales funnels, because this funnel sells your services, meaning independent freight dispatching services. This happens, by the way, 24/7, 365. Well, imagine you're sleeping and this system does it for you. The only thing you do, close a deal and start dispatching. A lot of people out there talking about something, download the list from FMCSA. You download the list from FMCSA, so what? Those people, they don't know anything about your business. It's a cold calling. Well, I hate cold calling. Not many people likes to do this. Most people hate cold calling. Why? Because the rejection. They don't want to feel rejected. You call the carrier, we have dispatchers, go away. Or don't call me anymore. I'll block you. If you call me this, I'll do this to you. No. We don't want that. Instead, this is what we teach. Be a doctor. What do you mean, be a doctor? Well, when a patient in pain, they go to a doctor. They make an appointment and they go there, and patient is just in pain and needs a doctor. What doctor does? Asks questions, because he is the expert and we need help. Same thing with the carrier. Carrier in pain. Carrier wants to drive. Carrier wants to get a lot of good paying loads to make money. And at the same time, he's willing to share the revenue with you. Now, you are the doctor. You are basically analyzing, running some diagnostics to see what's the problem. So if you can help this carrier, then you give the treatment plan. In this case, in our case, is the proposal. I dissect your business into smaller pieces. pieces. Now I see you have problem here, you have problem there. I can fix it. I can help you. Now, the sales funnel, and that's what we called, this is for our paid members, is available inside the paid community. And I'll leave the link below this video. Check it out. It's an amazing community. And yes, it's not free. It's about $97 per month. We can cancel anytime. You join, man, it's not for me. You can leave it and we'll refund you back. No questions asked. That's it. But what's the goal with this? Well, the goal is to get you to the 10K level within 5 to 6 months. That's the reason why I say 5 to 6 months. Why? Because it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen within 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Although there are some students out there, they can do it. Right? It happens. They're action takers. But in average, get up and running with the dispatching agency, it takes about 5 to 6 months to get up and running with the business and making about the 5 to 10K. Well, it's not guaranteed. I do see some people making these claims that, well, it's guaranteed. Well, listen, nothing guaranteed, although it's possible, right? The probability of you having up and running business within 5 to 6 months, getting your first carrier and start dispatching, it's high. If you take action, if you learn how to do it, and you have the right system processes, as you can see, I'll be sharing right now. You will see it yourself. Once I click done for your funnel, and again, it's already built, already attached, all the emails, everything, text messages. The system works like clockwise. Now, the first thing, remember I said it's an opt-in page. The opt-in page this is where you'll be asking for the email. So we have this name and phone number and email, but hey, you can remove phone number and then you can just have name and email address. But what we are giving away? Well, think about this is a visual representation of the freebie. Remember the lead magnet? You can give away anything you like in terms of the value to the carrier. This is the headline and it's pre-written, it's battle tested, it's here. Now, this is where potential lead sees this lead magnet or this landing page. Maybe you're thinking, well, how carrier comes here in the first place? Well, we get here, meaning the carriers get here, if we share this link on social media. So I'll show you one of our paid members. Now, you see he got about 5,000 followers. And we, inside the community, we share, think about these are the videos you need to do. This is the time you need to post. And these are the like hashtags you need to put. That's it. And now you see like this video itself it went semi-viral, like almost 400,000 views. Imagine how many messages, meaning carriers, potential carriers sees this and like, man, I know these people can deliver. And that's what's happening. They start talking to these people. Let's see. Watch these comments. It says, hey, man, I need your help. Like, how do I sign up for it? This is in real time. So this is what we teach, and he just implemented. It works. As you can see, they want to work with one of our paid members. Now, imagine 400,000, and you're thinking like, oh, wow, is it possible? Of course possible. Now, think about 20,000, 22,000, 54,000. Maybe you're thinking, okay, well, it's a 5,000 followers, Kamal. It's like, how am I going to get there? Well, listen, when he started posting, he got within 30 to 40 days, I think it was about like 40 days. He got from 0 up to a 4,000 followers, like within 45 days. Why? Because we teach this. And I'll show you. This is what we built for our students. And now look at this. This is the link, right? Remember I said we need to get carriers here. How are we getting carriers here? By putting our sales funnel link in sharing inside our social media. So this is what Olman did. He shared it. As you can see, when we click, it's the exact same funnel, but we're just recommended him saying, hey, Olman, change the logo of your company. Now, in terms of lead magnet, remember from beginning of the call, we said the freebie. In his case, it's a truckload, less than truckload brokers he's giving away. And by the way, we gave Olman this lead magnet. It's already inside the community, right? So he basically designed this lead magnet, the visual representation of it. Like you see this as like a book or something. That's it. It's like, other than that, everything is the same. What's the point of this? Remember at the beginning of the call, I said, we need to run traffic to our sales funnel. And at the end, we need to schedule a call with them so that we can understand understand their business, know their numbers, and based on that, we give them how much we charge, what are the services we have, and take it from there. What happens when we give our information to this independent freight dispatcher? The next, if we can come back to the dispatch wise, and again, you will get free account. That means you will have the copy of my software for free. I do see some people charging about $100 per month, but hey, it's free for our paid members. As long as you stay within the community, you will get this. Now, you'll see exact same thing, right? There will be like dispatch wise, you will see all of these navigation, links, whatever. Maybe you're confusing all of these at the top. Don't worry. It's very simple to use. We'll be just focusing on the sites and in automation. That's it. Maybe dashboard. 2 to 3 things. Now, the second is the sales page. Sales page, as name implies, this is where, think about digital salesmen selling your services to a carrier who's already in your system, right? In the funnel. And how we get here, remember, we posting short videos on TikTok. You can think about YouTube. You can think about Instagram. Maybe you're thinking like, well, I don't want to show my face. Well, do you see any faces here? Right? Do you see Alman, my student? You don't see that. So what he does is, this is his wife. You don't see him. He's running the business. It's like, see, none of these. This about that semi-viral video, remember? About 400,000 views. Do you see him? No. Well, you don't need to show your face. Now, what's happening? Now, we watch this video. Remember, we see that some people are interested. Alaska load looks good. And remember, we said, what load board is that? Is this a DAT load board? I need some of these. Any flatbed stretch loads. These are the people. What do I need to do? How do I sign up? These are the carriers wanted to work with Olman, which is one of our students. Imagine you're not looking for carriers coming to you. Now, then what will happen? Meaning the next step. The next step is we will be pushing them. As you can see, we simplified. And maybe you're thinking like, how Olman tweaked. Can we go there, Kamal? Can you show us? Well, yeah, if I put let me go there and then show it to you what Olman did. This is basically genetic information, the phone number. Don't call me. It's not my number. I just put it there. And let's say I want to get the freebie. So if I click to get the freebie, see this? Allman did change this guy. And then he also changed his logo. What I gave him this. This is templated version of the system that we design and battle tested. We run thousands of dollars into this so that we can test. I hired copywriters so that they can write the best copy in the world. So you can, convert. A lot of psychology involved. Like people reading this and they wanted to work with you. Now what's happening here? See, Allman did the same thing. Not much of changes. The logo changed. Let me come back. Let's compare side by side and you can see. Let's put it side by side. There you go. See this? Like this is my logo. This is Allman's logo. This is my color. This is Allman's color. It's an exact same sales funnel that I gave it to him. At the end, do you see? It's black. It changed. Now, okay, I understood. Then what is going to happen next if they wanted to book a call with us, right? If they click book a call with us, they go to the application page. Why we need application page? Well, we need application because we don't work with everybody. In your case, maybe you're working with everybody, but we don't. Think here, no box truck, no hotshot, no sprinter vans, because we don't work with these markets. Why? Simply we're not specialized in this market. We can't deliver value to these carriers, right? We value them, but then we can't deliver value. We work specifically with flatbed owners. You don't want to do cold calling. You don't want to download these list of carriers online and come here and pull those leads and start calling those people. Those people don't know anything about you. You don't know anything about their businesses. And you're simply just sitting and calling these people. It's a cold calling. And you don't know which market is this. Is it like a box truck, sprinter van? Is it like dry van? Is it reefer? Is it the flatbed? This application page does exactly same thing. It segments them, divides them into like different segments. We don't work with new MC. Maybe you work with new MCs. And again, it's the same thing. It's a problem if you don't know. When you download this FMCA sale list and start calling these people, you don't know, are these like new people or like been in business, I don't know for how many months, years. This basically does it for you. This is very important. What's your desired monthly revenue? We need this when we start talking to these carriers so that we can close a deal. What will happen when they submit? Well, before we do that, let's come back and see how Allman did. One of our students, click the book a call, and then it'll go to boom. What is it? Same thing, right? He might change things. See, like he said, no sprint event, but I think he works with the hot shot. But in our case, we don't work with no box truck, no hot shot, no sprint event. Once we have done that, then we go to the calendar page. Calendar page is this is where carrier picks a date and time to schedule a call with you because he wants to talk to you so that you can ask questions. If you don't know anything about his business, then how you're going to help this carrier? You don't know how many trucks he has. What are the problems he has? Or what would be the cost per mile? If you don't know cost per mile, how are you going to, dispatch loads for this carrier? The number is very important. And he schedules a call. What happens next? Sales funnel pushes them to a thank you page. And here I teach my students saying that, hey, don't leave this digital real estate. Use it. You can put it video if you wanted to, thanking them, saying, hey, I got your email. You will receive automatically like another notification from me thanking you that you schedule a call with me. But what you need to do, add this to your calendar. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube, on Facebook. Or you can also put TikTok. All this happens inside this system that I'm giving away to my students. It's called the Dispatch Wise. This is the reason why I said it's automatic. The only thing you need, willing to do the job, have a social media, and join the community. And that's all. And we'll take it from there. To wrap up this, obviously the two main problems in the independent freight dispatching game. Number one is where do I start and how to use the load board? And second, if I know where to start and how to use a load board, how am I getting carriers? The carrier getting aspect in my community is the easiest part. You need to build a skill. This is why we created the training inside the community. And other than that, that's it from me. And if you guys learned so much, talk to me, email me, and then we'll take it from there. Thank you.